Namaste, everybody. This is Sumeeta Kohli. I'm chair for Panorama India, and I'm excited to welcome all of you back with us. We are back with Namaste Lives with Panorama India with a very special theme for tonight. Tonight, our theme is Ghazal Night. And with this theme in mind, the team has been working for an entire month to put together a very special show for all of you. We have artists that are coming from every angle. So when we look at a theme, we look at trying to present it from every light and at every angle if possible. So you will see very special artists who have created very dedicated performances just for tonight. And we cannot wait for all of you to experience that. So, you know, आज की theme Ghazal Night है, and उसी को कहते कहते मैं इतना जरूर कहूंगी कि आज जाने की जिद ना करो, यूं ही पहलू में बैठे रहो. I hope you stay with us. I hope you enjoy tonight. I do want to give you a couple of background activities we've been up to since India Day. Panorama India has been very, very busy. So I have to tell you lots of announcements to come up. Lots of things are happening. We're already in planning for many other things. Namaste Lives are going to continue to happen every month. Wait till you see the theme for each month as it's coming out and all the special artists that are putting things together for this theme and these presentations. We are also working on some other projects. So I do want to give you a glimpse of another project that we've been working on, which will be coming up very shortly. I can only give you a little bit of information about it. A lot more will get shared throughout the week. We're excited to announce we are working on a very special presentation for Gandhi Jayanti 150th tribute with our Indian Consulate General in Toronto, Apurva Srivastava ji, and the Samskriti Bharati Canada Association. I can't tell you too much about it. It's going to be very special, but I will say this much to you. It is truly a community's dedication to this very special day on October 2nd. This week, you will see a promo, a clip, just to give you an idea of what's coming up. So keep a lookout for that in both the Indian Consulate page and our page as well. But we hope you join us for the celebration on October 2nd. Also, I do want to thank Art of Content, our technical lead behind the scenes who help us put together Namaste Live. So thank you to Art of Content. And now I'm not going to hold it back. We're going to get going. So tonight's theme is Ghazal Night. And to tell you all about it, I want to invite our Director of Programming, Anusha Iyer, to the screen with me to tell you a little bit about today. Hi, Anusha.
Hi, Sumeeta. How are you? How's everybody doing?
I am well, and I was telling everybody that you've been very busy this past month putting together tonight's show. I am amazed. I myself, try on purpose to stay not seeing too much of what's coming up. The reason being is because I want to be just like everybody else watching, amazed by these artists. But let me tell you, Anusha knows all the details. So Anusha, why don't you tell everybody some of the highlights for today?
100%. So for tonight, as everybody knows, it's a Ghazal theme. Panorama India is doing like a Ghazal theme evening for the first time. So of course, why we will not have some amazing artists line up. So we have 4 artists performing today. We have one kid artist, one child, who is an amazing singer. People love him. I won't say his name, Sumeeta, of course you will be introducing, but then I am very sure once his name comes up, people will be so excited. He's an amazing singer. We have a poetess who actually, people have this misconception sometimes that Ghazal is only a song or it's a complete different ambience, but Ghazal can also be recited in a poem. So we have a poetess who is going to recite a ghazal for us this evening. And then we have 2 amazing, talented ghazal singers this evening. So our evening is powerful, packed with ghazal. And I'm very sure you'll get messages of people saying that Panorama India should do a ghazal evening very often then after this.
Good. And that was the whole idea. And I do want to tell, because it's interesting. I've had people over time have asked us, when you work on these Namaste Live shows, what is happening behind the scenes? And I don't think people understand. We spend a lot of time brainstorming and putting together each show, because for us, each show is an opportunity to showcase artists that you haven't seen before, or artists that maybe you've seen in a different space, but never thought, in this format. When we pick a theme, a lot of thought goes into it. So there's an aspect where Anusha spends a lot of time pulling together artists that make sense for the evening and actually working on each piece with the artists as well. We also have the cultural aspect of the evening we look at as well, because our role at Panorama India is to represent all the states of India. And that's the one thing I hope you will get to see more and more throughout each of our shows is we are making a true effort to highlight artists from each state where possible.
Yeah.
So you get to see it, because that's what you get to see with Panorama India, all of India.
Yeah, one thing I would really like to mention here is that 3 of the 4 artists who are performing are completely fresh talents, have never performed for Panorama before. Like I would say 2, because 2 of them performed for us before, but
Yes.
2 are completely new artists. They're performing on our platform for the very first time. So they were so excited to come. They were over enthusiastic. They're like, "Oh my God, this is like so good, so good!" And it is a complete different experience for them and for us as well, because I have heard them sing in the tech rehearsals that we do, and I really got goosebumps when I heard them.
I heard some bits coming through that apparently the performances were amazing. So I cannot wait. Anusha, we will see you back at the end of the show again.
Sure.
And thank you so much. As everybody knows, Anusha Iyer, Director of Programming. Thank you, Anusha. We'll see you shortly.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the show, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you, Anusha. So let's get the evening started. I'm looking forward to each of these artists. The Ghazal theme was meant today to make it an evening of relaxation, entertainment, and what I hope you get to see is that Ghazal means something to all ages. I think there's misconceptions that Ghazal only is applicable to certain age groups, and that there's fans at every age, every demographic. So I hope you enjoy it. So here we go. I want to invite our first artist to the screen. I want to invite Vedant Panwar, who's our very special child artist who's here with us again. Hi, Vedant. How are you?
Hello.
So good to see you again.
Thank you.
So Vedant, so everybody knows, and we love Vedant, and Vedant is the winner of Panorama Idol Junior 2020 winner. And I know, Vedant, you've been working on something very special for tonight. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let you get going, and then I'm going to talk to you after you finish performing. Do you want to tell everybody what you'll be performing today?
I'll be performing a ghazal. I'll be starting with that. And then I'll end with the theory. Are like basically soft classical. So I will sing those 2. Yeah.
Perfect. So Vedant, do you want to get started? I'm going to let you take it away. Vedant Panwar, everybody.
Thank you. काश ऐसा कोई महज़र होता, काश ऐसा कोई महज़र होता, मेरे कांधे पे तेरा सर होता, मेरे कांधे पे तेरा सर होता, काश ऐसा कोई मंज़र होता, इस बुलंदी पे बहुत तन्हा हूँ, इस बुलंदी पे बहुत तन्हा, इस बुलंदी पे बहुत तन्हा हूँ, तन्हा तन्हा तन्हा, इस बुलंदी पे बहुत तन्हा हूँ, काश मैं सबके बराबर होता, काश मैं सबके बराबर होता, मेरे कांधे पे तेरा सर होता, मेरे कांधे पे तेरा सर होता, काश ऐसा, काश ऐसा, काश ऐसा ना. Now I will be singing a Tumri composed by Shankar Ishan Loiji. लब पर आए गीत सुहाने, माने नदिया लाख बहाने, लब पर आए गीत सुहाने, माने नदिया लाख बहाने, याद तिहारी आए जताने, मन लागे रे पछताने, मोर सैया मैं लागू तोरे पैया, बलावा ना जाओ सजना जी, करूँ मैं कैसे राजी, पिया जी लाइया मन की पीड़ा कोई न जाने, मने जाने मैं जानू न जाने मेरी ये दुनिया, आए न बादल नील बहार, ना कोई भवरा न कनिया मुर जाए हाय बगिया, लड़ पछताओ समझ न पाओ, रूठ दिया को कैसे मनाऊं, वेद जिया के किसको दिखाऊं, किसको बताऊं, कलेस हो कनाई न छोड़े कलाई, दुहाई भूल न जा दर्द मोरे सैया मैं लागू तोरे पैया, बलावा ना जाओ पर, ना जाओ पर, ना जाओ पर
Vedant, you are unbelievable. Each time I see you perform, you take the bar to the next level. I hope and I wish for you that you continue on this journey, because you know, Ghazal, it's a very different art form of performing. Now I know you're surrounded by a lot of talent. Of course, your dad and your sister is also very talented. You're a very talented family, but you know, you truly are something that I find amazing. And there's a reason that you won Idol 2020, and I hope again you'll be participating this year. So Vedant, I think, and you'll see the comments. I couldn't believe all the comments coming through. People just think you are amazing. You did a beautiful job. You have a beautiful voice, and I hope you continue to just keep soaring like this. Thank you so much, Vedant.
Thank you.
Is there anything you want to say to everybody before we leave?
I want to say I hope Panorama is a very good show, and all of you keep on watching. And it's not just me that's been like singing good. It's all the people that are surrounded by me. So yeah.
Thank you, Vedant, and thank you to your entire family. And I hope we will see you soon again. Okay, Vedant? Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. I mean, this was just the start of tonight, and we have so much more to come. I can't wait for you to hear the other artists, but Vedant is very special, of course, and very talented. And we love all the kids who come and perform each time we do one of these shows. I mean, all the ones who did Through India Day, all the artists that perform on Namaste Lives. We're truly grateful for these talented kids who come and give their time and perform and entertain all of you. You know, our role as Panorama is to provide a platform, and we are so grateful that such amazing talent comes forth each time. So I cannot wait for you to hear the rest of tonight and the rest of the evening. Before we continue, I wanted to share, like I mentioned to you, there was a lot of things going on behind the scenes. Panorama has been up to a lot of activities. So we are launching a very special theme that's coming up. So I want to invite our Director of Media and Logistics to the screen with me, Mrs. Tanveer Kaur. Hi, Tanveer. How are you?
Hi, Sumeeta. I'm good. Namaste, everyone.
So, and the reason we do this is I want you all to see that there's an entire board behind the scenes that works so hard for every element that Panorama puts outside. You know, even our social media posts, we spend a lot of time and care goes into that. And that is Tanveer and her team that put all that effort in. So I wanted Tanveer to come on today because Tanveer, we have a special theme we're starting to launch, right? And we want to tell everybody a little bit about that.
Yes, so Panorama India is all about showcasing the diversity of India. And we will be up with a new segment called Sundays with Panorama India. It'll have 3 segments to it. If you join our Panorama Facebook group, where you can see and learn about the fun facts of the states of India, which are extremely diverse. You've seen that in our virtual parade. We're also excited to highlight the artists on our Sunday with Panorama India. It will be the artist spotlight, and of course, the Namaste Live, which is the highlight of it all. So join us all and share your love for India with us.
So Tanveer, we have a special logo we're launching today for Sundays with Panorama India because we want everyone to join us on Sundays with Panorama India. So let's show everybody the special logo that's been created for this, programming that's going to be happening every Sunday. There we go, everyone. Sundays with Panorama India. And the whole purpose behind this, as Tanveer mentioned to all of you, was we want it to be all about art and culture and learning about India's heritage. We want to showcase every state. So as Tanveer mentioned, fun facts, very important. Check out the Panorama India group and you get to learn fun facts. And we want you to post the fun facts you know about that state as well. On top of that, as Tanveer mentioned to all of you as well, the artist spotlight. We have amazing, talented artists, and her team is putting together some special presentations that will appear on Sundays as well. And of course, Namaste Live. It is your Sunday with us. Right now, we are once a month, so I hope you join at the next show, and we will be announcing that at the end of today, the next show. So we hope you join us for that as well. But Sundays with Panorama India, and Tanveer, thank you for all your hard work.
Thank you, Sumeeta.
And of course, please reach us on social media. Tanveer's team does an amazing job to stay on top of all of our social media channels. And we try our best to highlight everyone that works with us, supports us, and engages with us. So thank you so much, Tanveer.
Thank you, Sumeeta. Thank you, everyone, for joining. Enjoy the remaining evening and see you Sundays with Panorama India.
And then we will see you at the end of the show, okay?
Yes, sure.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So Sundays with Panorama India. I hope you continue to join us every Sunday. We have lots of things happening every Sunday. Our social media channels will be letting you know all about that. But now let's keep moving on with the show because I cannot wait to see the next artist come up. I would like to welcome our next Ghazal singer, Nav Sarpal. So Nav, I'm excited for you to join me. Hi Nav, how are you?
Hello, how are you? I'm okay, you say?
Okay, fantastic. So Nav, I will tell everybody a little bit about you, okay, Nav, before we continue. So Nav Sarpal is a passionate singer who loves to teach his music to others. He also has done his master's in music, and he loves composing new and enriching music for people's hearts. So Nav, ki kar rahe ho tusi aaj? What will you be performing?
ਅੱਜ ਮੈਂ ਇੱਕ ਗਜ਼ਲ ਕੰਪੋਜ਼ ਮੇਰੀ ਖੁਦ ਹੀ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਮੈਂ ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਸਭ ਦੇ ਰੂਬਰੂ ਕਰੂੰਗਾ। ਐਕਚੁਅਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਗਜ਼ਲ ਨੂੰ ਨਾ ਇੱਕ ਸੌਖੇ ਤਰੀਕੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਢਾਲਣ ਦੀ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਕੰਪੋਜ਼ ਜੋ ਆ ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਯੂਥ ਵੀ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਸਮਝ ਸਕੇ ਤੇ ਉਹਨੂੰ ਗਾ ਸਕੇ।
ਚਲੋ Nav, I'll let you take it from here. Nav Sarpal.
Yeah, thank you. ਸੱਜਣਾ ਰਲ ਇਕੱਠਿਆਂ ਬਈਏ ਤੇ ਵਿਛੋੜਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਅੱਗ ਲਾਈਏ ਮਨਜ਼ੂਰ ਮੀਆਂ ਗਮ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਸਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿਤੇ ਵਿਛੜਿਆ ਨਾ ਮਰ ਜਾਈਏ ਉਡੀਕੀ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਥੋਂ ਆਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਜੋ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਕੋ ਨਿਭਾਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਉਡੀਕੀ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਥੋਂ ਆਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਜੋ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਨਿਭਾਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਉਡੀਕੀ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਥੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਪਾ ਗਿਆ ਪੱਲੇ ਉਮਰਾਂ ਦਾ ਰੋਣਾ 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 ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਹੱਸਿਆ ਹਸਾਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਜੋ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਕੋ ਨਿਭਾਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਉਡੀਕੀ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਥੋਂ ਆਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਜੋ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਨਿਭਾਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਇਹ ਜਗ ਦਾ ਰਹੇਗਾ ਤੂਫਾਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ 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 ਮੁਹੱਬਤ ਦਾ ਦੀਵਾ ਬੁਝਾਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਜੋ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਕੋ ਨਿਭਾਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਉਡੀਕੀ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਥੋਂ ਆਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਜੋ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਨਿਭਾਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਯਾਦ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਯਾਦ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਯਾਦ ਤੇਰੀ ਯਾਦ ਤੇਰੀ ਯਾਦ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਤੇਰੀ ਯਾਦ ਆਉਂਦੀ ਰਹੇਗੀ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਬੱਦਣਾ ਭੁਲਾਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਜੋ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਕੌਣ ਨਿਭਾਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਉਡੀਕੀ ਨਾ ਹੁਣ ਮੈਥੋਂ ਆਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ ਜੋ ਕੀਤਾ ਸੀ ਕੌਣ ਉਹ ਨਿਭਾਇਆ ਨੀ ਜਾਣਾ
it was beautiful. ਤੁਸੀਂ ਬਹੁਤ ਟੈਲੈਂਟਡ ਹੋ ਇੰਨਾ ਬਿਊਟੀਫੁਲ ਪਰਫਾਰਮੈਂਸ ਕੀਤਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਐਂਡ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲੀ ਅੱਜ ਲਈ ਕ੍ਰੀਏਟ ਕੀਤੀ ਸੀ ਇਹ ਤੁਹਾਡੀ original ghazal ਹੈ so maybe ਥੋੜਾ ਸ਼ੇਅਰ ਕਰੋ what your thought process was ਕਿਨ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਇਹ ghazals ਲਿਖਦੇ ਹੋ ਕਿਆ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਕਿੰਝ ਸੋਚ ਕੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਲਿਖਦੇ ਹੋ
ਐਕਚੁਅਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਗਜ਼ਲ ਮੇਰੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਲਿਖੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਮੇਰੇ ਉਸਤਾਦ ਜੀ ਆ ਗੁਰਚਰਨ ਬੱਦਨ ਜੀ ਡਾਕਟਰ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਲਿਖੀ ਹੋਈ ਗਜ਼ਲ ਆ ਤੇ ਕੰਪੋਜ਼ ਮੈਂ ਕੀਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਸੀ ਖੁਦ ਇਹ
ਬਿਊਟੀਫੁਲ
ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਚਾਹੁੰਦਾ ਇਹ ਕੰਪੋਜ਼ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਇਹਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਮਕਸਦ ਸੀਗਾ ਵੀ ਕੁਝ ਗਜ਼ਲਸ ਜਿੱਦਾਂ ਜੋ ਸਾਡੇ ਕਈ ਉਸਤਾਦ ਲੋਕ ਗਾ ਗਏ ਜੋ ਕਈ ਸਾਡੇ ਨੋਰਮਲ ਯੂਥ ਅੱਜ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਾ ਪਾਉਂਦੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਗਜ਼ਲਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਐਕਚੁਅਲ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਚੀਜ਼ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਦੀ ਇੱਕ ਕਹਾਵਤ ਆ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਹੱਥ ਨਾ ਪਹੁੰਚੇ ਤੇ ਥੂ ਕੋੜੀ ਹਨਾ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਚੀਜ਼ ਸਾਡੇ ਕੋਲ ਕੋਈ ਯੂਥ ਸਾਡਾ ਜੇ ਉਹ ਚੀਜ਼ ਨਹੀਂ ਗਾ ਸਕੂਗਾ ਉਹਨੇ ਲਾਈਕ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਨੀ ਤੇ ਸੁਣਦੇ ਵੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਅੱਜ ਕੱਲ੍ਹ ਯੂਥ ਜੋ ਹਨਾ
ਅੱਛਾ
ਦੈਟਸ ਵਾਈ ਫਿਰ ਮੈਂ ਮੇਰੀ ਇਹ ਕੋਸ਼ਿਸ਼ ਰਹਿੰਦੀ ਹੈ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਕੁਛ ਨਵੀਂ ਚੀਜ਼ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਆਵਾਂ ਜੋ ਯੂਥ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਚੰਗੀ ਲੱਗੇ ਉਹ ਅੱਛੀ ਵੀ ਹੋਵੇ ਲਿਖੀ ਉਹਦੀ ਲਿਖਤ ਵੀ ਅੱਛੀ ਹੋਵੇ
ਤੇ ਨਾ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਿਖਾਉਂਦੇ ਵੀ ਹੋ
ਹਾਂਜੀ ਮੈਂ ਇੰਡੀਆ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਜਦੋਂ ਸੀਗਾ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਉੱਥੇ 2 ਸਕੂਲ ਸੀਗੇ ਮੈਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੈਂ ਸਿਖਾਉਂਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ ਐਂਡ 1 ਕਾਲਜ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਸਿਖਾਉਂਦਾ ਰਿਹਾ ਮਿਊਜ਼ਿਕ
ਨੈਬ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਥੈਂਕ ਯੂ ਸੋ ਮਚ ਅੱਜ ਦੇ ਈਵਨਿੰਗ ਲਈ ਬੜੀ ਸਪੈਸ਼ਲ ਪਰਫਾਰਮੈਂਸ ਕੀਤੀ ਤੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਪੈਨੋਰਾਮਾ ਨਾਲ ਜੁੜੇ ਰਹੋ ਤੇ ਆਈ ਹੋਪ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਵਾਪਸ ਆਂਦੇ ਰਹੋ ਐਂਡ ਪਰਫਾਰਮ ਇੰਜੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹੋ ਐਂਡ ਆਈ ਹੋਪ ਐਵਰੀਬਡੀ ਗੈਟਸ ਟੂ ਸੀ ਯੋਰ ਪਰਫਾਰਮੈਂਸ ਟੁਡੇ please post all your comments and your feedback. Nav is seeing it. Nav will see it. And please, if you want to get in touch with Nav, all his social media is also on the bottom. His Instagram is Nav. Instagram is @Nav_Sarpal. So please message him directly and let him know how talented he is. Thank you so much, Nav.
Thank you. Thank you. Dhanyawad ji.
Dhanyawad. I hope you can see each of these artists coming up today have worked on something special just for you to make this Ghazal Night a very special evening. Now we're going to continue with our show and we're going to present more artists as well. But I do want to, before we go on to further artists, one thing I had mentioned at the start of the show is, our role at Panorama India is to showcase all of India. And in an effort to do that, we are trying to represent each state in all the different ways so we can help educate and increase visibility. So we have, of course, our, Sundays with Panorama, where you're going to notice all the fun facts that are coming up every Sunday. Throughout India Day, you notice we try to showcase artists from all states and even through each of our Namaste lives. In addition to that, each state, there are community organizations right here in Toronto, who represent their state that they come from, and they work very hard to create visibility about their state, education about their state. And continuing with that theme in our spotlight, a community spotlight, I'm inviting today to join me the Himachali Association in Canada, HIMCAN. So I would like to invite Mona Sharma and Arun Chauhan both to the screen with me. Namaste, Mona ji. Namaste, Arun ji. Kya haal hai?
Namaskar, Sumeeta ji.
So I want to just share a little bit about both of you before we continue. So as I was telling everybody, it is our effort to ensure that every state of India, and all these organizations such as yourself who work so hard behind the scenes to continue to show, the beauty of your state. And with that in mind, I wanted to invite Mona and Arun, both from the Himachali Association in Canada. And I'll let you all know a little bit about both of them before we talk to them. Mona Sharma ji is the founding and executive member of the Himachali Association in Canada, HIMCAN. Been in Canada for over 22 years. And Mona ji, you're involved in various community events. Worked in many fields, including insurance and mortgage. And now in the food business and is starting your own restaurant in a month. Oh, Mona ji, I send you all the best. All the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it.
And I'm glad you are continuing to open this amongst us because we need hope and we need to know that businesses are going to thrive and continue to open despite COVID. So I send you all the best. And
Thank
I
you
will ask you what it
so
is, just so people know about it.
Thank you so much.
And I want to also introduce Arun Chauhan, who's the founding and executive member of Himachali Association in Canada. Been in Canada for over 12 years. He's involved in various community events into event management, runs his own events business for the last 7 years, mostly in trade shows and conventions, and manages our own TV show focused on Himachali community abroad. And of course, Arunji, I have been on that show. You guys do a fantastic job on that show. And
thank you so much. That means a lot to us. And again, thank you for giving us an opportunity to be on your show. It's an amazing platform to showcase India, different colors of India. And so just want to talk a little bit about HIMCAN. And since we're on that theme, like we have India, it's a nice what do you call bunch of different cultures. एक गुलदस्ता जिसको बोलते हैं हिंदी में. इसी तरह से Himachal is exactly like that. Himachal has a different district, and every district has its own culture, own language, own food. So we wanted to showcase that here as well. We saw, every state has some sort of representation, and with that in mind, we came up with HIMCAN. And yeah, compared to rest of India, we are very small in population. In Hindi, there's a famous saying that Hindu dharma मतलब हिमाचल में उतने लोग नहीं हैं जितने हिंदू धर्म में देवी देवता हैं. So the population is about like 70 lakhs. So yeah, that's the whole point of this organization, to bring everyone together at the same platform, where we can share each other's views, involve people in various community events, help out newcomers. And yeah, it's a platform wherein we get an opportunity every once in a while, every 3-4 months, we come up with events. And I will let Mona ji talk about the events, kind of events that we do.
Yeah,
so,
yes.
Sorry, I was going to actually ask you, you are very right. It is a very beautiful state. And I will tell you, your virtual parade gave such a beautiful view of this state. You guys did such a great job this year with the virtual parade. That I know, because it is the beauty on it and the way you guys showcased it in our India Day virtual parade. You guys did such a fabulous job. And I know you say you're a small organization, but I will tell you the amount of work that you put in and what a great job you did. It's not the size, it's the quality you put out, and it was beautiful. And,
thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
And actually, that's my next question to actually both of you is, it was the first time doing a virtual parade. What was that experience like, and how did you translate it onto screen?
Yeah, it was a new experience, but it was really amazing, and it turned out to be, I think, really, really good. Yeah, physically, जब भी parade हमने वहाँ पे की है, it's different experience, right? But virtually भी, it is something we enjoyed a lot, and yeah, it is amazing. And even we are planning to have our, like in HIMCAN, doing some other virtual get-togethers. Yeah, because I think it's worth of even connecting with our community in any ways. It is a better opportunity to do it virtually.
And yeah, as Mona said, it was a kind of blessing in disguise this year, that we got an opportunity to showcase India in virtual, showcase India virtually, because the reason is, usually our reach is only within Toronto. But because of this platform, our reach was kind of international. People were watching from all over the world. I know my friends, who called me from UK, from New Zealand as well, that we saw this thing of Himachal, on this Panorama India page. So it was great. People from everywhere, they were able to get a glimpse of India, especially for Canadians. And even if people, they haven't seen it so far, I would say that please go and take a look go into Panorama India's archives and take a look at that parade that went for 2 days. And they showcased every state so beautifully. In 10 minutes, you get a nice glimpse of that state, and it'll give you a reason to visit, or at least explore that state or that region.
Yes. That's what we said. At the end of it, we hope when travel comes back, and we all cannot wait till it comes back. What we hope, and we heard from so many people when they saw the virtual parade, there were so many states. I don't think people, sometimes you forget. We all go back to India, we visit family, we do everything else, but we forget how much beauty is within India. And
exactly,
north to south, east to west. So I think that's what I kept hearing from people as I was writing down states I want to visit next time. And I was like, perfect, India tourism.
Great. No, definitely. I mean, it was a great way to promote India, and almost every little. I mean, I saw different states representing. I mean, a lot of things that we didn't know about that particular state, we got to know through this platform. So thanks a lot, and it was an amazing effort by you and your team.
Yes, of course.
So I wanted to ask you guys. Now, you're of course volunteers, all of you that are involved with this, with the association and the organization. And what are some of the things that you do, to keep it up with like you were mentioning some virtual events you have coming up. Is there anything coming up in the near future that people can find out? How can they find out? Is there a website? Even maybe mention a little bit about your TV show so people can start following you guys and learn a little bit more about you guys.
Sure. I will let Mona ji talk about our events here.
Yeah, actually normally हम अपना हिमाचल डे सेलिब्रेट करते हैं in month of April, but because of COVID इस साल नहीं हो पाया. और समर में हमारी पिकनिक होती है हिमाचलीज जो भी कम्युनिटी यहाँ पे हैं और भी जो भी ज्वाइन करना चाहें they can do so. और दिवाली सेलिब्रेशन हम लोग करते हैं, but again because of COVID everything is postponed to next year now. Hopefully we will go ahead and do that in coming year. And as you asked, हमारा Facebook page है हिमाचली एसोसिएशन इन कनाडा का HIMCAN, और अरुण जी का TV प्रोग्राम है जहाँ पे हम अनाउंसमेंट्स वगैरह हमारी HIMCAN इवेंट्स की होती हैं. So people will know about when we are planning to have next. Arun ji will tell what coming up.
It was kind of difficult this year, and we kind of went back and forth almost like 15 days, like right from March 15th until April 1st. We kept going back and forth. Shall we do it? Shall we not? Shall we do it? Shall we not? And it was a difficult time at that point in time. But yeah, we're trying to come up with some virtual events wherein we can connect with people. And through our program, we don't have any commercial aspect to our TV show. It's just the whole purpose of our show is to promote Himachal and Himachalis and Himachali culture here in Canada and US. And yeah, हमारी कोशिश रहती है कि मतलब जितना ज़्यादा लोगों को बताया जा सके उतना बताएं. And connect करने के लिए, other than that, we have WhatsApp group as well. So we have about 70-80 families on that one. And so if there's anything that's going on, we do share with them, and they follow that.
So I wanted to ask you, Monaji, you mentioned that you have a restaurant that is opening up. So why don't you tell everybody a little bit about that? Because I hope we can come and support and people come and support.
Definitely. I need community support, definitely. And without that, no one, I don't think so anyone can do something without anyone's support. Yes, I have a running tiffin business right now, like the meal plan I offer in Mississauga, Brampton, and Bolton area. In Bolton area, I'm going to open a restaurant now. Especially it will be focused on tiffin services.
Very good.
Like the people, students or working families, they cannot cook at home, so they can have something to eat in the evening when they come back from work. So I'll have that there. Yeah. Whenever I'll put a date to open it, I'll let you guys know, and everyone is welcome there.
Well,
Monaji, I can relate to Monaji because I came here as a student, and at that point in time, it's a big relief to kind of come back home, and there's a tiffin waiting for you for a minimal price, and so thanks a lot for that. I had a wonderful lady in my office, who used to do the same service at a very minimal price, and I didn't have to worry about cooking and cleaning dishes and all. So she would bring the food, I'll eat it, and I'll just give the
and one more thing I wanted to add it, I'll be introducing Himachali cuisine there as well.
Very nice. Very nice.
So yes, whenever you want to taste Himachal's
cuisine, definitely. I think because of COVID and the pandemic, we know a lot of businesses have taken a big hit. The restaurant industry, of course, being some of the few that are quite still in extreme. I know some businesses are starting to come back, but this industry it's going to be a lot slower as it comes back. So it is great that you're doing this, and I think tiffin is a very smart idea because it's packaged, it's safe, it's easy to carry away, especially now when no buffets,
exactly.
So what a safe way to serve food. So I wish you all the best. I know, Arunji, you're also in the events industry, and again, it's another industry that, I don't even know.
It was hit pretty bad.
I don't even know when that's going to come back.
Yeah.
But whatever it is, together we will get through it. And I thank you for continuing to promote your state. Thank you for continuing to support Panorama. We are very fortunate to have community organizations such as yourself who've been tied to us for a very long time. And I do want to let you all know, Panorama India is of course a Panorama India group. The whole reason that's been built is so organizations, whenever you're doing an event, anything you're doing, post in there so everyone can see it. Sure. Second is we are going to be launching a communities event page on our website very soon.
Great.
And this is all open to all community groups. If you're doing something, let's put it all over there so everyone can go and take a look, because I think personally virtual is great, because now in one night you can attend 7 Diwali celebrations.
Exactly. Exactly. Yes. And it's environmentally safe as well.
I think it's great. You don't have to get in a car. You don't have to drive to 7 things. You just log, smile.
Yes, and you can enjoy it.
So I want to thank you both for being with us. Thank you for sharing about your beautiful state. And we continue to hope to see you more and more with us. And of course, looking forward to anything that you guys come up with down the road.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you so much, Sumeeta ji. And just wanted to comment that Panorama India, I mean, you guys are doing an amazing work. And especially, I mean, in the last year or two, I mean, we have seen, I mean, a lot of changes and a lot of things, I mean, that are happening in the right direction and much more structure. And especially this year, in spite of all the challenges, what you did, that was commendable.
Amazing.
So thank you so much and all the best.
Thank you so much. Thank you both.
Thank you so much.
So that was another beautiful state of India and another great organization that is working very hard here locally. And you will see that every Namaste Live, we're going to be showcasing organizations such as this representing their state. These organizations have been tied to Panorama India for a very long time. They're part of the parades. They're part of our Republic Day celebrations. But we really wanted to take a true effort this year. So you saw the people behind the scenes. And that's really what we're trying to do here. So you get to know the organizations and people like this who give their time for that. So we hope you support, their state. Please, if you haven't seen their virtual parade, please do visit. It's on our YouTube channel. It's on Facebook. All the programming from India Day is all there. Do go and see it. They did a great job. So let's continue with our Ghazal Night theme, because we have another fantastic artist coming up and I cannot wait. So I want to welcome Manpreet Singh, who is a fantastic Punjabi singer. So I'd like Manpreet Singh ji to join me on screen now. Sat Sri Akal, Manpreet Singh ji, how are you?
Sat Sri Akal, Sumeeta. I'm good. How are you?
Good. I cannot wait to hear you. I've heard some very good things about you. Let me tell everybody a little bit about you before we talk about what you are going to be presenting today. Manpreet Singh is a professional photographer who also loves other forms of art, such as capturing frames. He was raised in a musically active family where music holds a special place. Wow, so you've grown up around music.
Yeah.
Very nice. So was it your parents and relatives? Is that what it was and everybody sang?
Yeah, my father was used to do kirtan in the Gurdwara. And all my cousins are in somewhat or the other, they are involved in something. 3 of my cousins play tabla, my chachi do kirtan. So my upbringing was in a musically involved family.
Fantastic. So Manpreet, what are you presenting today?
Today I'll say the Sufi Ghazal, because I'm playing like the literature of Baba Bulle Shah. It's a verse of Baba Bulle Shah. 2 of his verse, and he basically in both verse he talked about diluting his ego. So that's what I'm singing today.
So Manpreet's presentation is actually taped. And the reason being is because there were so many elements involved in it that we wanted you to see it in the proper light. So before we chat with you further, Manpreet, let's take it away, ladies and gentlemen, Manpreet Singh and his presentation for tonight.
Thank you, Sumeeta.
Manpreet, that was fantastic. You are very talented. And tell us a little bit about this performance and what was your thought process for tonight?
So actually, Baba Bulle Shah poetry is very close to my heart. So when like Panorama team came up and says you have to perform a ghazal, so that was the first thing that came to my mind. So yeah, so that's the reason.
No, you're very good. And Manpreet, if people want to follow you, your Instagram handle is at the bottom. So we encourage everybody to please post their messages. I know I've seen people posting now, but as well at the same time, they can also reach out to you right on Instagram. They can post messages directly to you. And I really want to thank you for appearing, and I hope you continue to be tied to us and appear more and more.
For sure. But thank you, Panorama, for bringing like this platform, like, you know. So it's actually great to, it's a very nice platform for, I'll say, upcoming artists or any artist. So thank you for that.
Well, thank you so much, Manpreet, and we hope to see you soon. Republic Day is coming up, so there'll be lots of things for you to be part of that as well. So thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. So today you got to see different art forms of the Ghazal, you know, for Ghazal Night tonight. Like as we mentioned to you, we wanted to show you different sides of what Ghazal Night means. Now coming up is another, and I would say the original art form to, you know, what I call a Ghazal Night, where Ghazal began and what Ghazal itself means. So I am excited to invite with me now is Megha Raina, who is a Ghazal writer. And this is, oh, there's Megha. Hi, Megha, how are you?
Hello, thank you for calling me. How are you doing?
I am doing well. So I was telling everybody that, you know, what tonight was about, and as we put a show like this together, when we look at a theme of Ghazal Night, we wanted to show and highlight every element inside of what Ghazal Night means. And of course, everybody got to hear Sufi as well. We have, you know, Vedant, who did a great job. You know, in his version as well. So each of the performers and artists have given a different, you know, element of Ghazal Night. Now we get to see a very different side of what Ghazal Night is about. And, you know, like I think, and I want to tell everybody a little bit about you, but I think the reason we wanted Megha to really be here, and I wanted Megha to help me close the show today, was because, you know, people always assume that poetry, you know, and Ghazal, like they don't understand that within Ghazal, there is, layers to what ghazal is, and poetry is such a big element of what ghazals are all about. So let me tell everybody about you, Megha. Megha Raina is the founder of Mijaz Literature Group in GTA and loves to connect all art lovers through poetry and music. A poetess and an avid reader, she's inclined towards Ghalib's and Rumi's work. She's a dancer, has acted in a few short films, and is always on the lookout for collaborative creativity. And that, I am sure, at least after tonight, I hope more and more can see how tying all these elements together can create such a beautiful piece. So Megha, tell us a little bit about you. Tell us about what you're going to be presenting tonight, and then we'll talk to you more about Ghazal itself.
All right. So I think you spoke a lot about me. So thank you so much for the good words. I am an engineer by qualification. I am a human resources specialist by profession, but an artist at heart. So I think everything I see, I try to see poetry in it. Maybe it's a little bit of philosophical bent. So that makes me always write. And today I'm shifting to Hindi now because
of course,
then it's going to help the viewers more.
Yeah.
So today the piece that I'd be performing would be about love. Now, इश्क सभी ने किया होता है, तो जब हम किसी से भी इश्क करते हैं तो एक ऐसा वक्त होता है जब कोई हमें बर्बाद कर देता है और हम उस मकाम पर पहुंच चुके होते हैं कि हम कहते हैं कि तुझे जो करना है कर ले, पर एटलीस्ट उसका नजारा भी देख कर जा. So that is the feeling, and here's the piece. जरा ठहरो अभी बस आग ही हूँ मैं, जरा ठहरो अभी बस आग ही हूँ मैं, नजारा देख कर जाना मेरी राख उड़ने का, नजारा देख कर जाना मैं कैसे धूल बनता हूँ, तुम्हारी आंख में उड़कर जरा कुछ देर रुकता हूँ, नजारा देख कर जाना मैं कैसे धूल बनता हूँ, तुम्हारी आंख में आकर जरा कुछ देर रुकता हूँ, इन्हीं आंखों से तुमने मुझको गैर बोला था, गई औरों की बाहों में मेरा जो खून खौला था, मेरे उस खून से तेरी हिना के रंग बनने का, नजारा देख कर जाना मेरी राख उड़ने का, मेरे सर से तुमने मेरी छत निकाली थी, सब कुछ लेकर चला जाता है वो इंसान, मेरे सर से तुमने मेरी छत निकाली थी, जमाने ने कहा बेघर मेरी भी जेब खाली थी, पुराने पेड़ से उसकी आखिरी शाख गिरने का, नजारा देख कर जाना मेरी राख उड़ने का, हर एक प्याला तुम्हारे नाम, हर निवाला तुम्हारे नाम, हम सब कुछ उसके नाम कर देते हैं, हर एक प्याला तुम्हारे नाम, हर निवाला तुम्हारे नाम, मैं पहुंचा जहां सालों में वो शिवाला तुम्हारे नाम, तुम्हारे नाम के मैंने कितने रोग पाले थे, मेरी आशिकी के यारों ने कई पर्चे निकाले थे, तुम्हारे नाम के मैंने कितने रोग पाले थे, मेरी आशिकी के यारों ने कई पर्चे निकाले थे, उन्हीं पर्चों में मेरी लापता एक लाश जुड़ने का, नजारा देख कर जाना मेरी राख उड़ने का, मैं कितना गिर चुका हूं कि अभी भी आस रखता हूं, हम उस इंसान को जाने ही नहीं देते, मैं कितना गिर चुका हूं कि अभी भी आस रखता हूं, और खुद ही का करके मैं कत्ल जनाजा खास रखता हूँ, मेरे सपनों के धागों से अपने ख्वाब बुनने का, नजारा देख कर जाना मेरी राख उड़ने का, नजारा देख कर जाना मेरी राख उड़ने का.
वाह 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 वाह, wow, you are so talented. इतनी beautifully आपने, and I know this was written specially, and ये आपकी original creation है, and इसी से लग रहा है कि आप में कितनी creativity and art and how you represent this art form. itne beautifully aapne kara hai. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you.
Because of your experience, I do want to ask you a few questions, because this was our first time doing Ghazal Night. Our hope was, one, to bring some enjoyment for everybody who love ghazals, but also to introduce this art form to many who don't know and are not familiar. I don't think people realize how often when you're listening to a Bollywood song, it is actually a ghazal that you're listening to, because of the way it's been written and how it's been presented. So I have a question for you. How is ghazal different from a song?
Okay. So, अब जब हम गजल देखते हैं, गजल कोई भी आप गजल ले लीजिए, उसको लिखने का तरीका बहुत अलग होता है compared to a nazm or compared to a Bollywood song that we listen to. गजल में एक बंदिश रहती है. You are limited to write in a certain meter. For example, I'll just explain one. दाग देलवी साहब का एक शेर है कि गजब किया तेरे वादे पे एतबार किया, तमाम रात कयामत का इंतजार किया. Now, when you look, गजब किया तेरे वादे पे एतबार किया, so एतबार, इंतजार, बरकरार, बेकरार, everything that's rhyming, it's called काफिया. That has to be there in the ghazal. And then किया, जो repeat होता जा रहा है, उसे कहते हैं रदीफ. अब गजल की हर शेर में ये काफिया और रदीफ होना ही चाहिए. अगर वो सिर्फ राइम कर रहा है, तो the one who's checking it, जो एक्चुअली गजल लिखने वाले होते हैं, उन्हें देख के समझ आ जाता है कि ये मीटर में लिखी हुई है या नहीं है, क्या ये सिर्फ राइम कर रही है. और गजल के लिए यू हैव टू राइट मिनिमम 5 कपलेट्स, तो मिनिमम 5 शेर हो तो वो एक गजल बनती है. और जरूरी नहीं है कि गजल का सेंटिमेंट सेम हो, यानी कि ये 5 शेर अगर अलग अलग सेंटिमेंट के भी हों तो भी चलेगा. But when you listen to a Bollywood song, a sad song is a sad song and it remains throughout, right? और एक नज़्म भी होती है तो उसका thought same रहता है. पर गजल में वो जरूरी नहीं है. So that's basically it. It's from the 7th century and it started from Arabia. So that's the origin of it. But basic difference यही है.
Megha, thank you so much. I mean, this is what I thank you for that, because for many who today was new, and this art form was new, and interestingly now I hope when they go back and listen to some songs, even if they've heard, hopefully now they can relate and say, oh, actually, that was a ghazal. And it's and what we hope is every show brings education in whatever that we are theming, and it's learning, and you go away with learning something new, but also appreciating something you already love. So Megha, with you, I want to thank you, and I want everyone to know that you can follow Megha, at Mijaz, at art form at Mijaz Poets. Please, send all your positive vibes and what she presented today. Please share with her. She would love to hear. And, you can reach out. I think, this time that we are all in pandemic form, as I call it, as many of us are still in lockdown and we're not as active as we should be. And I think we're all still being careful. And especially now, this is a great time to learn something new. And so I hope, if anyone wants to know more about ghazals and wants to learn about poetry, you already have a fantastic literature group going as well. These are all things people can be part of to increase. I know each of us have tried to do something new. I know that's been the challenge for me. I mean, I think for Panorama itself, we took on a new challenge this year. We said, let's just go digital and see what happens. And the artists came, the community came, and what it showed us is, whether you are in person to love art or whether you are online to love art, we have lots of ways to do it, but please do it, and we encourage everyone. So if you, especially this art form, I think mental health is so important right now, and keeping yourself positive. And if you have a creative outlet, it's such a great way to get your thoughts out. So I encourage you, even if you've not done this before, where you've written something, please reach out. Megha is a great resource to reach out to. We encourage everyone to write something, write your thoughts. Who knows? You may be our next ghazal performer on the next Panorama India. So I want to thank you, Megha, and I want to thank you for
Thank you. You guys are really putting up a good show, and I understand being a part of it. I do understand that it requires a lot of time, passion, energy. It's technically so difficult. So good thumbs up to you guys.
Thank you, Megha, and we wish you all the best.
Thank you,
Thank you for being here. And please stay connected with us. We hope to see you again and again.
Sure. Thank you.
So I hope you truly enjoyed Ghazal Night. To end the show, like I always do, I want to invite directors who were involved with today's show. So I'd like to invite back on screen Tanveer, and also Anusha is also back there as well. Perfect. And ladies, I want to thank you both. I think it's been a great show. What do you guys think?
Beautiful. I mean, especially the artists, they sang so well, and the insight with Megha gave. I had no idea about certain things. Beautiful.
Yeah, and I think that was the one thing, I think she helped pull the show together and what tonight was about.
Yes.
And that was the thing, what I love. And I want to thank you both, and Anusha, especially you, because I know the amount of work you went in finding the right artist. But our goal was tonight to show Ghazal from many different angles, and you did such a great job with it. Tell us a little bit about your journey in putting these artists together. Oh, I think, Anusha, we cannot hear you because you're on mute. Welcome to technically being virtual.
I'm sorry. So, as you know that whenever we put together a theme for our Namaste Live, we try and inculcate different artists or the point of their approach towards that form of art or that form of music or that form, like the way they can contribute to the theme. For our next Namaste Live, which we will not tell what the theme is, we are working around the concept, a very beautiful concept, which we will soon let people know. We won't keep it too closed for them, but soon. But then for this, it was difficult because first thing, it was Ghazal. Like, there are very few Ghazal, really nice and captivating Ghazal singers and writers. So with Megha, when she started her Ghazal poetry, and when I did go across, I did saw her, checked out her Facebook, Instagram profile for both Megha's as well as hers, and the way she recites the poetry, I should admit to you that I don't understand Ghazal to an extent that our artists do. But with Megha's poetry, I felt goosebumps. The feeling was amazing. Some of her poetry was too much for my understanding. I don't understand. But the feeling that you connect, that is something that I connected. Same with Manpreet, same with Nav. Nav, again, every single note that he sung, the high pitched note, really gets to you.
Yes.
And Vedant is our amazing performer. That kid can sing bhajan. That kid sings ghazals. That kid, you give him a song and he'll sing it.
Yes.
He is. Whenever you tell him a theme, he'll be like, "Okay, I'll do it." I'm like, he didn't even hesitate. He doesn't even hesitate saying anything. He's like, "Okay, I'll do it." And that's how our artist community is. Like, it's so much we have talent in our artist community that, yes, getting people on board, selecting all these kind of criteria does take time, but whatever the end result is amazing. So that sums up everything.
So I do like, and Anusha said, we're not giving a lot away, but we will tell you there's a lot of work happening for the next Namaste Live behind the scenes. You will see it all over social media as Tanveer and her team do such a fantastic job of making sure you've seen it. I do want to remind everybody again, for our community organizations, please visit, of course, our Panorama India group. Every Saturday, we're going to have some fun facts about different states. So share your facts as well as we post them. I want to thank HIMCAN, the Himachali Association, for being here today and sharing a little bit about them. The next Namaste Live, we're featuring another state and another community, another set of community organizations working behind the scenes to represent their state, and we will continue to do that. I want to thank everybody who was active online on Facebook messages. And as always, we will be posting and sharing this show so people can continue to relive the moments. And I want to thank these amazing directors who work so hard behind the scenes. I want to remind everyone, Panorama India is a board of volunteers. We do this because we truly love to celebrate India together. And I want to thank them because they continue to work behind the scenes tirelessly to put some great programming in front of all of you. So thank you, Tanvir. Thank you, Anusha. I know our executive director for community relations was not able to join us today for a HIMCAN, but she also does a fantastic job behind the scenes. And of course, I really do want to thank the Art of Content, who helps us put this technical show together. It is not easy, and trust me, we make it difficult because we really want to bring a beautiful show. So thank you to all of you. And from all three of us, namaste. And we hope to see you on the next Namaste Live.
Namaste.
Namaste.